In this video, we're going to talk about a dependency injection design pattern called Constructor Injection. In our example, we saw that the book service class does not create an instance of book repository. But a book service instance still needs to use an instance of book repository at runtime. So how do we let the book service object use a book repository object? We can do that using Constructor Injection. In Constructor Injection, we declare a public constructor that specifies one or more required dependencies as parameters to the constructor. In our case, since the book service class depends on the iBook repository abstraction, we can specify the iBook repository type as a parameter. Now, what this means is that any consumer that wants to instantiate the book service class needs to supply an instance of a class that implements iBook repository into the class's constructor. The book service class itself does not care who will do that, but as long as it receives an iBook repository object, it is okay. As we will see later, it's a component called the composition root that is responsible for providing or injecting an iBook repository implementation. Now, the passed in reference may be null, so inside the constructor, we can check for a null reference, in which case we throw an argument null exception. Otherwise, we can take the passed in reference and store it in the iBook repository field so that it can be used by other methods, such as the addBook method in our case. Now, there's a possibility that methods in this class may accidentally modify the iBook repository field, such as by setting it to null. To prevent this, we can apply the read-only modifier on our private field. In the next video, we will talk about method injection.